Hi, I'm Dara Help and the founder of Sheela.ie, and you are really welcome to our YouTube channel. At Sheela, we're on a mission to empower you to take care of your pelvic floor health. In this week's video, we've got a really simple 5-minute pelvic floor reset. This is super useful for if you're feeling a little tired, if your pelvic floor muscles are feeling a little stressed or strained or even a little achy. We're going to get down on the floor. You can use a mat for this, but you don't need one. And I really hope you enjoy this routine. Let's get started. So for today's reset, we're going to come on down to the ground. Be careful moving from standing to lying, as often when we're changing positions, that's when we're most physically vulnerable. So come into lying down any way that's comfortable for you. And when you get there, just going to pull the knees up to the chest. Now, again, work with your own unique body here. If it's more comfortable to have the hands behind the knees and the knees a little wider, that's absolutely fine. And all we're going to do here is gently roll around a little bit till we release that lower back and invite those pelvic floor muscles to release. So in this position, we're going to relax the tummy muscles as we breathe in and allow the pelvic floor muscles to descend and release. As we breathe out, the pelvic floor and the tummy muscles return. We'll take 3 breaths like this. Breathe in, release, and exhale, return. Now, we're going to move into a flexibility bridge. This is a super exercise for switching on those pelvic floor muscles. And the idea is that we're going to articulate every single vertebra of the spine and give it a chance to touch the mat. So taking a deep breath in, releasing the tummy and the pelvic floor muscles, feet hip distance apart, knees pointing to the sky. As you exhale, you're going to rotate the pelvis and allow the back of the pelvis to touch the mat before lifting off. You're squeezing the pelvic floor muscles as you exhale. Squeeze the glutes and the bum muscles. And you're aiming for a straight line from your knee to your shoulder here. Deep breath in at the top and exhale, go back down the way you came, vertebra by vertebra, slowly kissing the mat. Inhale, release the bottom. We'll go again. Exhale, squeeze the pelvic floor muscles as you go round through the pelvis and each vertebra of the spine. Make sure you're squeezing at the top. Inhale, keep that squeeze all the way down. Go at your own pace here. You're looking for smooth movement. Breathe in at the bottom. Exhale, squeeze the pelvic floor. Squeeze as you go up. Big breath in at the top. And squeeze all the way down. And release. Now we're going to stretch out the hips a little bit. So we're going to bring one foot onto the top of the other knee, and you're going to push that knee away from you. As you do that, you're going to lift the foot off the floor and bring it towards you. Now just grab the leg anywhere this feels comfortable. This is a big old stretch for the hip. I'm feeling it in my hip joint and my glute at the back here. Keep thinking about pushing that knee away. Keep that foot energized. And bring the other knee towards you, just as far as is comfortable. I'm going to take 3 deep breaths here. Again, releasing. As we inhale, returning, slight contraction on the exhale. Releasing on the inhale, contracting on the exhale. Release on the inhale, contracting on the exhale. Now let's change legs. Bring the other foot to the floor, release. And now I've got my left foot, whichever foot is the other foot for you. Engage that foot, flex it, push that knee away, and when you're ready, lift up the other foot. So you can grab it around the thigh. If you like, go all the way and grab it through here. Wherever feels good for you. Releasing on the inhale. Slight contraction, return on the exhale. Release on the inhale. See if you can move that leg a little bit closer to you just to increase the stretch for the last breath in. And exhale. Really important as we go through our day to get off our feet and lie down, give those pelvic floor muscles a rest. and also to stretch them out and relieve any tension. Next, we're going to do a strength bridge. It's the same motion. We're going to move our hips up, but this time we're going to keep our backs straight. So we're not moving through the spine in the same flexible way. We're engaging the deep core and the pelvic floor muscles to move our spine as one. I'll show you what I mean. So release, breathe in. And as you exhale, imprint the lower back into the mat. Squeeze the pelvic floor muscles and the glutes, and exhale, push all the way up. Careful not to overextend here. We don't want the ribs to flare and this part to open up. Again, we want a nice straight line in the spine there. At the top, take a deep breath in. Keep that squeeze as you lower down as one. So it's an extra little bit of work in the pelvic floor at the bottom. Release. Breathe in, we'll do that again. So exhale, imprint the lower back onto the floor. Lift as one straight line. Not articulating the spine this time. Breathe in at the top. Exhale, squeeze, 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 all the way back down and release. Last one, breathe in. Exhale, imprint the spine and lift. Inhale at the top. Exhale, squeeze, 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 all the way back down and release. Really simple final stretch here. We're going to go into a reclined cobbler's pose. So you're going to put the soles of your feet together. Knees out to the side, doesn't matter how far down the knees go here. Again, this is a great hip stretch. Our hips are connected all the way into those ligaments and bones, the same as our pelvic floor muscles are. So stretching at the hips also releases pelvic floor muscle tension. So in this position, you can rest your hands gently on your belly. Deep breath in, just bring your awareness to the pelvic floor muscles here. As you breathe in, allowing them to let go, move downwards. And as you breathe out, just a gentle recruitment of those muscles. But just for our last 3 breaths in this short little practice, I want you just to really focus in on consciously releasing pelvic floor muscles as you breathe in and actively engaging them just ever so slightly on the exhale. Notice, where do your pelvic floor muscles respond willingly, and where do they resist? Lots of people have a little bit of imbalance between both sides of their pelvic floor, or the front are stronger than the back, or vice versa. So just tune in and really see, can you feel that motion as you inhale? Everything releases, opens up and moves down. And as you exhale, the muscles that go from back to front are engaging from the tailbone all the way through the anus, perineum, vagina, and urethra to the front. And the muscles at the side are moving inwards and upwards as well. So as you release, everything relaxes, moves apart and down. And as you exhale and recruit those muscles, everything moves inwards and upwards towards the front. One more breath here. Inhale and exhale. And that's it. To come out of the pose, you're going to use your hands to help your thighs come back up together. Roll gently onto one side and use your hands to come back up into sitting. And then you're ready to get on with your day. Thanks so much for joining us this week. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps us continue making content for you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.